these are the people who I want to appeal to. Make those little slips. It happens. You have to have a plan to manage your problems effectively. How are you going to do it? Fall off the horse? Jump right back on.
And welcome back. We are, of course, getting ready for another session of Bruk It Down with Jenny. Good. Hello, Jenny. Thank you for being here.
Good morning, Marlene.
Yes, and today's topic.
Today's topic is going to make, I don't know, I'm sleep deprived too.
I am Marlene Cuellar and I am sleep deprived. That's what your presentation has taught me, because I've got the sneak preview. And, you know, there's so much science to this. There's so many things that we need to understand why sleep is important.
Yes.
Right?
And I think people need to understand why it's important.
So,
and it can become a disorder too. That's why we're talking about it, because it can become a mental disorder.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, essentially, you know, we hear people say it all the time. You can sleep when you're dead.
Mm-hmm. I know.
Not true.
No.
No.
You need sleep now.
Okay. So let's break it down.
So the first thing I think I want to talk about, and I brought the definition with me.
Okay.
Circadian rhythm.
Yes.
The body has a circadian rhythm, just like how the earth turns on its axis. Mm-hmm. The human being that lives on the earth needs sleep. It's a body clock. It's often referred to as the body clock, right? Mm-hmm. It tells our bodies when to sleep, when to get up, when to eat. Think about that, right? And it regulates many physiological processes that we go through, right? This internal clock is affected by environmental clues like sunlight and temperature. You know, we talk about SAD, seasonal affective disorder, when people you get depressed based upon the season and the weather.
Like it's too dark and too rainy for too long.
Yes.
Not just
like up in Adak, Alaska, you know, we get 6 months of sun and 6 months of darkness. And people suffer from seasonal affective disorder for those 6 months when it's dark. Because it's dark 24 hours.
Yeah.
Or when it's sunlight for 24 hours. You know, when you have sunlight, you think you should be doing stuff for 24 hours, right? But that's a circadian rhythm, and it really messes people up, right?
So it's your natural body clock.
It's your body clock.
Okay.
So I wanted to ensure that people understand that this is grounded in reality and science.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Having said that, now let's get into sleep deprivation, what it is, and that kind of thing. So it's a condition of not getting enough sleep. You're sleep deprived. You're not getting enough sleep. And it can go from acute to chronic. Sometimes, you know, students, they may have big exams and they decide they're going to cram for a night. Or they're going to cram for a couple nights. That's acute, right? That's not chronic.
Like, it's temporary.
It's temporary.
Okay.
However, you have people who have been doing this for 10 years. And that's chronic.
Yeah.
And so there are side effects, just like anything else.
Yeah. Okay, so what is the line between enough sleep and sleep deprivation? Well, because we always hear 8 hours, some people say 7, some say, oh, I function on 4, like.
If you're old, you don't need a lot of sleep, because
that's the opposite of what people say too.
Yeah, older people the effects don't affect older people. Okay, but adults, and I'm talking adults probably up to about 50 years old, you need 8 hours of sleep. You really need 8 hours of sleep. So your body, because remember, your body repairs itself while you're sleeping, and it has to be REM sleep. And I'm talking about, you know, the rapid eye movement sleep, where you actually fall a deep sleep and your body has time, because your brain gets affected when you're not sleeping.
Yeah.
And I really need people to understand this.
Yeah.
Okay? No.
So 8 hours.
8 hours for an adult.
For an adult.
Yeah.
Up to 50.
Yeah. Children, teenagers need lots of sleep, because during the day they're doing all kinds of things, and so you'll find like teenagers on Saturdays, they will sleep all day. And people say, how can they sleep all day? Because they're a teenager. They need it, and their body will allow them to do that.
I'm just thinking of the teens in my family and how they may feel vindicated in wanting to sleep instead of doing chores.
But they need it.
But then it's a rapid growth period.
Right. That's a period where they're spurting.
Yeah.
And so they really need that sleep.
Yeah.
You know, little babies, depending on how the parents, if the parent trains the baby to wake up at night, of course the baby's going to wake up, but you're waking up with that baby too, right? And so basically you're not getting a whole lot of sleep until you train the baby to sleep through the night.
Okay.
Right? So what are some of the reasons why we become sleep deprived? Well, for a lot of people, it's personal choice. I know I used to think that there's no phones, there's nobody to talk to me, I can do better work at night. So I used to love to pull all-nighters. And I would sit up and I would write my papers through the night. And I would do that sometimes for weeks on end. But it messes up your circadian rhythm. And then when you try to go back to sleeping, you can't do it. You'll wake up in the middle of the night, you keep waking up. I mean, there's all kinds of things that, why that's a bad thing. So personal choice, all right? Illness.
So you choose to go to bed late, or you choose to wake up very early.
All-nighters or do whatever. But people don't understand you're messing up that circadian rhythm, that body clock.
So what happens is your body just gets used to whatever schedule you put it on.
And if you don't have it on a schedule, that's what it gets used to.
Oh.
Not having a schedule, you know? Illness. If you have a cold and you wake up coughing and coughing, you have tonsillitis. You get the postnasal drip. Keeps you awake because you're coughing. You wake up, you sit up, you cough, go back to sleep. You're not getting REM sleep, you see? Work, shift work. A lot of people do shift work where they're up until, you know, from 10 until 7 in the morning. And they'll do that for a week, and then they'll go on and do something else.
Security,
messes up the circadian rhythm. And so when they try to sleep during the day, it's hard to do, especially if the day is hot. You can't get enough, you have to put those darkening curtains in your house if you want to ensure that it's dark enough to fall asleep. So it resembles night. How many people can afford to go out and buy those curtains? Because they're very expensive.
Or they feel like they have to just keep on doing regular daytime activities,
because
errands,
it's
cooking.
day. It's day. I had a hard time because during the day I feel like I need to be doing day stuff, right? And then at night, I'm putting all-nighters. It's really bad. It's really horrible for you, and I'll tell you why in a minute.
So we're still in acute reasons, right?
I'm just giving you reasons.
Okay, different reasons.
Causes. The causes, actually. If you have a sleep disorder like sleep apnea, or there's a thing called periodic limb movement where you jump in your sleep because the parts of your limbs jump, that wakes people up.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah. That can be helped. You know, you can go to a doctor and that can be helped. All right? The other thing is
sleep
medication.
apnea too is also one of those things that you may not know you have.
It.
So like you think you're sleeping, but you're not really sleeping. Quality sleep. And so usually it's when you have a partner that can tell you, or your family members who can tell you, you know.
Or one of the ways people, I listen to people and they'll say, I dream like I'm falling, and then I jump up. That's your body waking you up because you haven't taken a breath. So that falling, and when you, just before you hit, you wake up, that's, you're not breathing. So go check it out. Now, we don't have any sleep centers here. We don't have sleep places. You have to go to next door or go to the States. But you really should have a sleep study because you need a machine. Because eventually the snoring and this lack of breathing will affect you. It'll really affect you. Sorry to be going so quickly. But
that's all right. We have a lot to cover.
Other causes, the sleeping environment. If your bedroom is too hot, you have too much light, you have noisy neighbors, those are things that will keep you awake. Poor hygiene. You have people who will drink coffee an hour or two before going to sleep. Isn't that crazy? I can't drink coffee in the evening.
I've argued this one many times before. Here's what I've learned. Some people do fall asleep when drinking coffee late, but they don't sleep soundly. Some people, like me, I wouldn't be able to fall asleep at all with such a late coffee.
Cigarettes, because coffee is a stimulant. Cigarettes, the caffeine is a stimulant, right? So you don't want to be drinking those things close to bedtime, even a few hours before bedtime. Coffee is made for morning, really, I believe that. The other thing is people drink water, you know, just before going to bed, or sometimes 6, 7 in the evening, all this lots of water. You're going to wake up because your body will wake you up to go to the bathroom. Unless you want to pee your bed, you know. You don't want to do things that will affect your sleep. Worrying. You have people who go to bed. These are the anxious people, or some people just worry. And they go to bed, and instead of relaxing and falling asleep, they sit there and their brain is spinning. And they don't sleep. They sleep. I have one lady tell me, she says, I go to sleep, but I can hear myself snoring. Well, then you're not asleep.
Wow.
Right? Or other folks say that they go to sleep, but they can actually hear their brain spinning.
Yeah.
Okay. And then again, young children, they will wake frequently because they're hungry or they're wet or whatever.
Yeah.
But again, the parent is also waking up with them. Right. So chronic sleep deprivation.
I wanted to say also the electronics though, because that's also a very important one.
You
They
need to
say
take
that the
those out of
light
the
from
room.
electronics before you go to bed, unless you have special screen protectors or settings, actually mimic daylight. And so it's like your mind, your eyes, your brain is seeing daylight before it tries to go to sleep. Yeah.
Or the television.
The TV
People will watch TV while they're in bed and they have the television on. You really need to rethink that.
Yeah.
Sleep is for sleep. The bed is for sleeping. Go sleep.
Yeah.
All
right, so we had causes of sleep deprivation, and that can be for short term or continuous.
Right.
What happens when it becomes, well, you said there's chronic sleep deprivation, which means what? It happens often, yeah? Oh, you're going to come back, sorry. Go ahead.
Chronic sleep deprivation causes fatigue. Now, there's a lot of people who don't understand that if you're not getting sleep, you're fatigued. All these accidents in the last 3 years, the big accidents, the ship that ran aground with all the oil up in Alaska, the planes that have come down, it's been from fatigue, pilot fatigue, because the pilots are supposed to get 15 hours before they get another flight, but there's a shortage of pilots. And so a lot of these accidents, the big train wreck that happened in, I think it was Chicago, all these accidents have all been because of sleep deprivation.
Wow.
And that's documented.
Yeah.
Okay. So when you're tired and then you drive your vehicle, and you can literally drive along and tell you're tired, people run off the road or they run into other people.
No, I've had this experience, and it just goes with like one blink takes longer than the other, and like suddenly you're swerving, because you're so tired. And that's how I can completely understand how an accident can happen, because it's just regular blinking, and then one goes really long, and then it's
yes, it happens.
Crazy.
It happens. Daytime sleepiness, you're at work and you're yawning, and you're sleepy. Clumsy, you bump into things, and people don't associate these things with being sleep deprived. You're klutzy. You gain weight. Hello. So if you're gaining weight and you're eating a lot, you're finding you're nibbling because you're hungry. That too can be a side effect of chronic sleep deprivation. I'm not talking about the one time or the couple times. I'm talking about
so you're repeatedly losing sleep. It messes up, I think, your metabolism too. Like your whole system is off. And so no matter what you eat, no matter how much you exercise, you still either gain or don't lose.
Right. You get vision problems. You get eye problems. Your eyes become dry and scratchy and itchy. And sometimes there's like a film over it, and no matter what you do, it just doesn't go away because you need sleep. Right? Irritability. People get moody. Okay.
What about memory?
Oh my gosh, yes. You forget. You become very forgetful. Extremely so.
Why is that? There's like a specific reason, right?
Because you're not sleeping.
But do you store memories like when you're sleeping?
You can't store memories.
No, but that's what I'm saying. Yeah, so
that's
like
store memory
disrupted process.
Yes.
It's like
the whole
computer
brain
restarts before it finishes backing up.
Your whole brain function becomes really affected. You slow down mentally. Your mental acuity, you forget. I call it CRS, can't remember stuff. So here we are. Signs that you are sleep deprived. You're always hungry. No matter how much you eat, you're always hungry.
Is that just to get more energy in the body to sustain you, or just
no, your body's
just out of whack?
Out of whack. It's totally out of control.
Okay.
Gain weight, more impulsive. People who are sleep deprived are impulsive. Okay, they will kind of jump up and do stuff and not think through it. They act before thinking.
Yeah.
And said CRS, they have trouble making decisions. They just can't. They'll sit here and they'll look at stuff and they just can't decide between things. I'm laughing because I'm remembering what happens to me.
I'm just feeling a whole lot of guilt, and I want us to get to the point where you find ways to get more sleep.
Another one is get sick often.
Yeah. It lowers your immune system.
Yes, your immune system really becomes impacted. Yeah. How much sleep do you need? Primary school children need 9 to 10 hours. I know my answer,
more than I'm getting right now.
They need 9 to 10 hours. So parents who say they let their children go to bed at primary school children go to bed at 9 or 10. No, when they come home, they should be doing their homework right away, doing their studying right away, because they need the sleep. They really need it. Otherwise, they're going to be tired the next day. And then the whole day, because they're sleeping classes, the whole day gets wasted. Okay. Primary school, teenagers need 9 to 10 hours. So when they tell you they're sleepy and they sleep and they sleep and sleep and sleep, they need it. They really do. Adults need about 8 hours. About 8 hours. And older adults just need less sleep. They function fine, no problem. Okay, so it's a myth when people say, oh, older people need more sleep. They don't.
They don't.
Don't go lock them up someplace and say go sleep, because they don't need as much sleep.
But they need more frequent naps.
They need naps, but they don't really need sleep.
Okay, or resting time at least,
Just to lie down or to relax for a little bit. Okay, so how to get more sleep?
Thank you. Can we solve this big mystery? How do we get more? Now, I mean, Jenny, people are watching this morning and saying they're calling both of us crazy. Like, how does an adult get 8 hours of sleep when you have a job, you have kids, you have to clean the house, take care of the dogs, you know, you want to exercise, you want to watch your favorite TV program, you want to talk to people, you know, where does this time come from? You have to
take care of you first, and you have to find a way to get that sleep, because otherwise at some point you're not going to be effective for yourself or for the people that you take care of. Seriously. Go to bed earlier each night. Figure out a way to do that so that you get to sleep. And I mean uninterrupted sleep. Right? Purposely go to bed early. And one of the things that you can do is go and either on YouTube or any of these sites, they have lots of apps now where you can get meditative music, you can get relaxing music, sounds of the forest, sounds of the sea. Just put it on. You can put on white noise.
White noise,
and just put it on and lie down. You will fall asleep. And I tell you, when you get a full night's sleep that is uninterrupted, when you wake up the next morning, you're so refreshed. You're going to love it and want to do it more. Okay. No smoking, coffee, or alcohol close to bedtime. That means 6 o'clock.
Alcohol makes you sleep better. Isn't that what they say?
Alcohol is a depressant drug. Yes, it's a depressant. However, in its initial phase, it is a stimulant. So it hypes you up first, right? So it's affecting quality sleep. Okay. So keep the bedroom dark and soundproof as much as possible. No distractions in the bedroom. So, you know, people have televisions in the bedroom. You really want to take it out. Because the television, the light from the television, plus you're listening, you're hearing the talking while you're trying to sleep. You're actually hearing the talking in the back of your head, and it's there. Right. So
even though you're not conscious of it.
Right. So take out the computer, take out the TV, because the computer, again, the light is like daylight. Yes, and cell phones. I forgot to put that in there, but yes, leave the cell phones off. Turn them off totally. Off it. Use relaxation techniques. There's lots of things. There are TED Talks. There's all kinds of things that you can access that teach you how to do, you know, the relaxation where you start with your toe and go all the way up. By the time you get up to your arms, you're sound asleep. You know.
Or special breathing patterns too. That I've read about those that they can help you fall asleep faster.
Exactly. seek professional assistance. Unfortunately, there's no sleep centers here.
Yeah.
But you can go and see the psych nurses or psychiatrists that are here and talk to them about if you're having problems falling asleep because you're worrying or because you're anxious or whatever the reasons.
Yeah.
Other than physical.
Yeah.
Things that you know that you're doing. You want to make sure that you go get those.
Can I ask, you know, if I have a child and you know, I feel guilty, I've allowed them to go to sleep. When I go to sleep, 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, and which is too late, they're not sleeping enough. But sending a child to bed at 8, there's no guarantee they're going to sleep. You know, what do I do to get my children into the right habit? What are some of the things that I can do to ensure that they will go to bed at a time that a child needs to go to bed?
You want to have,
correct or wrong, yeah.
You want to have, remember we talked about this previously, you want to make sure that you set up some sort of chore chart for them with them. Explain to them why it's important that they get sleep. So you want to make sure, like, for example, they come in and they get a snack, do their homework, do their chores, do their studying. You can have a little bit of TV, maybe a half an hour. During the week, half an hour, no more than 60 minutes of television. And you don't want to do that very close to bedtime either, right? You set it all out for them. If you're going to bed early, they don't mind going to bed early. You're not going to bed the same time with them, but they know that you're coming to bed soon after that.
Yeah.
Right? You really, just like how you set up a time to eat together, you want to set up a time for them to get to bed.
Yeah.
They need to be functioning in the morning at school, so they need that sleep.
So should you start incrementally? You were saying before going to bed earlier each time. So if, you know, all right, and now I feel like a bad parent and my child's been going to bed at 10, how do I get him up to 8 if that's the time?
Well, right now for the summer, the kids are going to bed whatever time they want to.
Yeah.
This is August. You really need to start now.
Yeah.
Start getting them prepared for going back into school.
Okay.
So you start, if they're going to bed at 1, you need to start having them go to bed at 12. And
like
then next
moving
week
it
you're
up.
going to 11, right? And then at 10. You still have 4 weeks in August. You need to get them up to about, well, if they're primary school kids, you need to get them up to about 8 o'clock.
Okay.
For the high schoolers, they have all kinds of things going on. You want to get them up to 9.
Okay.
But you don't want them going to school and sleeping in school because then they've wasted the night and they've wasted the day. Very important. Additional information, not enough sleep causes fatigue. Okay. Staying awake for 24 hours, listen to this, causes reduced hand-to-eye coordination.
Wow.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
It's equivalent to being drunk, 0.1 on the scale for being drunk. Blood alcohol content.
Wow.
Same thing. Yeah.
Wow.
So if you're driving and you're sleep deprived, just like you said, that eye goes down for 1 second longer.
Yeah.
And it's just like driving drunk.
Yeah.
People really need to take that into consideration. Okay. And the last one, children. When children are tired, you ever watch them at night, they're tired and they just, like they start running and they start doing all kinds of things. They rev up. When they're tired, they rev up rather than get so tired.
Oh.
Yeah. So they will actually start moving more.
Yeah.
Prepare them for bed when they start doing that.
Yeah.
Go give them the little shower, put them in their bedclothes, and take them to bed.
Yeah.
And if you have a television in the kids' room, take it out.
Yeah.
Take out the distractions so they don't have anything when they're going to sleep. They go to sleep.
Yeah. So fundamentally, you know, and I just feel that people argue about this so much about how much sleep you need and, you know, that they feel that they're functioning. So when you say someone is chronically sleep deprived, it means you're feeling okay, but the effects are kind of building up.
They're not just building up, they're happening and you're probably not paying attention to it.
Yeah.
It's happening.
So how will getting the right amount of sleep make me a healthier, happier person? What is if I am to dedicate myself to say I'm going to get 8 hours as many nights as I can, realistically, you know, what would it change?
Okay, look in the mirror. What's your skin looking like? How's your skin looking?
Yeah, well.
How are your eyes looking? You can tell for
see the
yourself.
difference,
You
yeah.
see the differences. Go look and see how tired your eyes are. Because your eyes get a different look when they're tired. Look at the bags under your eyes. So just go look in the mirror. That'll be an indicator for you.
So that's physical appearance.
It's
It helps
physical.
mentally.
Mentally, are you forgetting things? Are you thinking, my God, I'm forgetting names. I'm sitting here and I'm talking to you and I can't remember words. I can't remember certain ideas. And I'm thinking, oh my God, what's happening to me? Why am I so forgetful? You're not getting enough sleep. So just check your own self. You don't want to believe me? Check your own self.
All right. So there you go. That is our advice to everyone for starting tonight.
Yeah,
Start
seriously.
working towards your 8 hours if you're an adult. If you have kids in the house, they need more. And ensure that they get it.
If you know that you're not getting enough sleep, be careful about driving cars. Let your husband, your boyfriend drive the car. But be careful about driving out there if you're tired.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much, Jenny.
Yes, thank you.
All right. We are going to work on those 8 hours. That's what we'll all collectively do. Sleep is important.
It is very important.
But that's it for us with this edition of Bruk It Down with Jenny. We'll take a break and be back in a few.
These are the people who I want to appeal to. Make those little slips. It happens. You have to have a plan, ability to manage your problems effectively. How are you going to do it? Fall off the horse? Just jump right back on.